Tonight on Dreamspaces, the rum old buildings of Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans could be forgiven for never bothering to build anything. They've already got perfect skies, warm seas and endless coconuts. But even a Caribbean island can do with a bit of good architecture, and I can see some fine examples from here on the beach. These stylish lifeguard stands were designed by local architect Manuel Bermudez for the beach at San Juan, the island's capital. Perfect for David Hasselhoff-style posing. Further along the beach is a 50s building that looks like it's falling down, La Concha Hotel. It was almost demolished but saved by Puerto Rico's president. It's now being restored. It's clearly modernist, simple, repetitive, concrete, but with a tropical twist. Buildings like this sprang up during San Juan's boom years of the 1950s. After centuries as a colony, newly independent Puerto Rico wanted new institutions built in a bold new style. The Supreme Court was designed in 1955 by the same team who did La Concha, Osvaldo Toro and Miguel Ferrer. With a pool underneath and walls left open to the elements, air can flow through, cooling down heated courtroom debates. Where other countries make their Supreme Courts pompous or imposing, Puerto Rico has made theirs open and transparent. It's a long way from the Old Bailey. One of the beauties of Puerto Rican buildings is the brise soleil, or sunbreakers. These bricks screen out direct sunlight but add pattern and texture. Concrete looks so much better in the sunshine than it does at home. I think when it's raining it can look really quite bleak, but here it's beautiful. The other architect who gave Puerto Rico its own style was Henry Klum. Though he lived on the island, Klum was actually a German protege of Frank Lloyd Wright. This radical mushroomy church is one of Klum's best works. It's just a couple of miles from another 50s building, the so-called Cathedral of Rum. The world's largest rum distillery is now a tourist attraction. What could have been an ugly industrial plant is an example of modern architecture at its most intoxicating. You can't miss whose company this is. It turns Bacardi's bat logo into a concrete reality. It's also very handy for keeping off the fierce sun here while you're trying out your free rum sample. The design was based on the staff canteen of Bacardi's original HQ in nearby Cuba. Sadly, this level of style isn't displayed by many of Puerto Rico's hotels. They look like they're on the Costa del Sol, which is exactly how Americans see Puerto Rico. But one bland business hotel has just had a Schrager-style makeover and become the Water Club. As the name suggests, water is a running theme. I guess it's meant to help you stay cool.
We wanted to try and keep the hotel as locally designed and built on influence as possible because we love the feeling that Puerto Rico has, and we wanted it to come through within the hotel and yet still be internationally stylish.
It's incredibly chic, and actually it reminds me a little bit of the Miami feel.
People are more into design-oriented types of boutique properties. And you see them quite a bit in London as well, with Sanderson and St. Martin's Lane and the Hempel and so forth and so on. It's a concept that has really been so widely used. A concept built on the nightlife throughout the bars and the restaurants. The feeling that if you bring in the local pretty people, the tourists will want to be where the local pretty people are.
Rich pretty people, of course. The prices are pretty too. Pretty steep. The topless elevator is definitely eye-catching.
That's cool.
And the water never stops running. But wave noises piped into the corridors is taking the theme too far. It made me feel slightly seasick. And for all the floaty drapes, it doesn't really feel like you're in the Caribbean. The bed's comfy though. And if the fluorescent lighting makes it feel like you're in a giant fly trap, at least it makes the building look interesting at night. The Water Club isn't the only new designer destination. The Museum of Contemporary Art is in Santa Fe, until recently a drug-ridden no-go zone. But it's the formula that worked in Bilbao and Bankside. Take a disused building, here an old hospital, fill it with art, then watch the area improve. To top it off, add an ace cafe, open even when the museum isn't. Picayo was designed by Benjamin Noriega Ortiz, a Puerto Rican who's now making it big in New York. He's done apartments for Lenny Kravitz. The furnishings are as tasteful as the food.
It's nouveau Puerto Rican food or something like that. And the chef is really known. There has been a boom in restaurants in Puerto Rico lately, and of new Creole.
You couldn't really tell that this is in the Caribbean.
I know. It's like, yeah, it's like
very tasteful in terms, you know, the browns and creams.
Upscale, yeah, chic. There's a trend like, this is like very South Miami.
Customers can watch their salad being tossed on a live video feed, while a bank of monitors in the kitchen mean the chef can check you're cleaning your plate. He's even got a remote control to zoom in on tricky customers.
Puerto Rico's got lots of bling and international chic, but for me the most interesting stuff is the tropical modernism from the 50s. Either way, there's lots to see apart from the beaches.